Before starting the video, do subscribe, hit the like button, and make sure to comment below. Now let's dive in today's video. Baby born without eyes due to incredibly rare genetic disorder. A Missouri couple are experiencing life in a way they could have never imagined after their baby daughter was born without eyes due to a rare genetic disorder. Robert and Taylor Ice say the birth of their daughter, Renly, caused them to see their love story and her young life through a different lens. The couple met as co-workers in their hometown of Poplar Bluff, according to KFVS. "I seen her, and I was, okay, this is nice. It's like love at first sight, essentially," Robert Ice said. After a Christmas Day proposal, the two got married in 2021, but the next steps would not be easy. While Taylor Ice dreamed of starting a family, the couple struggled getting pregnant. "We were just like, you know what? If it happens, it happens," Taylor Ice said. That shock would soon turn into excitement and regular checkups, along with ultrasounds, genetic testing, and the couple being told they had a perfectly healthy baby. Renly Ice was born November 6, 2023, weighing 6 pounds, 10 ounces. Her mother recalled how special that day was. "Whenever I heard her, I just burst into tears. And then, seeing her, it was just perfect," Taylor Ice said. However, the happiest day of her life would quickly take a confusing turn. "I did notice she wasn't opening her eyes, so I asked the nurse," Taylor Ice said. "She told me, well, in the womb it's dark, so they don't normally open their eyes right away." But Renly never opened her eyes. A pediatrician examining the baby told her mother that, in fact, she didn't have any eyes. He says, "Your daughter doesn't have any eyes," and said it so bluntly. "I just looked at him and said, 'What do you mean? They're small,'" Taylor Ice recalled. He said, "No, they're not there." "I just burst into tears because I couldn't fully process what that meant at the time." Wanting answers, the family went to the Children's Hospital in St. Louis the day after Taylor Ice's C-section. They spent 9 long days there, undergoing a diagnostic process that was not easy for both parents. "It was, for me, confusing because one diagnosis led to another diagnosis, which was actually inside that diagnosis. It was just a lot to take in at one time," Robert Ice said. "So, each time we got a new diagnosis, we were just researching and researching. Doctors determined Renly was born without any eye tissue, without an optic nerve, and does not produce a stress hormone called cortisol. Her eyelids sealed shut. But the medical team still did not understand why, so they called in Dr. Nate Jensen, a geneticist, who uncovered something he had never come across. This is an incredibly rare condition. There's less than 30 cases described in the world," Jensen said. A closer look at baby Renly's genetics revealed a disorder of a gene called PRR12. In PRR12 disorder, there's a spectrum of how patients are affected by it, Jensen said. Some patients with the same gene change might have one eye affected, and it might be totally absent, or it might be just smaller. In Renly's case, both of her eyes are affected, and both are completely absent. Jensen says research for this condition is incredibly limited, but it could impact Renly developmentally and intellectually. He also says there is a 50% chance she could pass this disorder on to her future children. But if Taylor Ice's pregnancy was healthy, how did this get missed? Jensen says it was a random occurrence. "There's nothing Renly's mother or father did to cause this. There's nothing they could have done to prevent it. It's totally random," he said. "I mean, we had a better chance of winning the Powerball," Taylor Ice said. But Renly's parents say with her now in their lives, it's like they did win the lottery. "It's kind of like the whole world in your hands," Robert Ice said. "In the long run, I feel it was us who was chosen to help her out along the way, and that we would learn from her as well." The couple are experiencing life in a way they could have never imagined. "Well, everybody, they learn through vision by seeing things. So with her instead, she's going to have to learn how to feel her surroundings and smell her surroundings," Taylor Ice said. Renly is already learning in her own way, being tucked away with one of Mom and Dad's shirts each night. "It's hard for us to visualize what life would be like if we could not see. If someone took my vision, I'd be devastated because I know what vision is. I've lived with it my whole life," Taylor Ice said. "But for her, this is just her normal." Renly is expected to undergo surgery soon to unseal her eyelids. The family says she will also need spacers to help her facial structure develop properly, and once she is older, she will get glass eyes.